Welcome to the Valley River Church podcast, conversations we hope will lead people into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ. Well, welcome to another week. I believe this is episode 17.
Yes, we're
of
getting
the Valley
on up
River
there.
Church podcast.
And this week is special. If you're listening by podcast, you may not realize something cool.
This is a moment in history that we will all remember. You got the shuttle launch, you've got the launch of the iPhone, and you have video for the first time with Valley River Church podcast.
And if you're listening, make sure that you go to our Facebook page and watch.
Yep, we've also got a YouTube channel, which will be up on there. And if we have some phenomenal donors, we could maybe put it on iTunes because it costs a little bit of extra money to toss a video up there.
So let us know if you like the video. People, they may not like seeing us, but, I don't know.
And I'm not wearing any pants.
Yeah, Trevor's actually sitting on an exercise ball, so if you hear like a bounce or bust or, I don't know, he's going crazy, he's making all kinds of noise, so who knows what's wrong with him, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, but we are doing video for the very first time. We've got, how many cameras do we have?
Right now we've got all of three.
3 cameras.
Kind of weak.
Yeah.
But what can you say? It's our first video podcast, and we're cheap.
Yeah. The other special thing about this week is it is Holy Week.
Yes.
And, you've got Pope Francis.
He's busy. He's a busy man. What a great time to start your new job.
Yeah, really. Right before the very essence of Christianity.
He doesn't even get to take a breather.
Yeah.
So.
And is John Paul? No, not John Paul. He's dead. Benedict. Is Benedict still in like the papal vacation home?
Yeah, I think he's doing Chick-fil-A service. They go and give a year of service to Chick-fil-A before fully retiring.
Thank you for all your support.
They had to come up with what to do in this situation, and I think that's what happens.
Yeah,
so.
I heard he was staying at the papal vacation home for a while.
Somewhere I probably don't ever want to stay. I heard he did such a great job. They sent him on a all expenses paid Carnival cruise. So he's gonna spend a while, out at sea waiting for things.
And
to
probably
be
an
good.
extra 4 days longer than he thought he was going to spend. Oh golly!
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Don't send an email about that.
Yeah, please. We're no.
It's happened before, actually. So. And I'm sorry.
We do have the Angry Birds Golden Egg Hunt coming up this Saturday.
Going to be awesome. Hence all the Angry Birds we have behind us.
No, wait, where's this guy?
Somewhere over there. Yeah. Okay.
Got Icebird, Super Red Bird,
and Pinky. I don't know, what are these called? Pinky, Bluey, and Reddy. So it's going to be
does
epic.
not have a 3-year-old who's obsessed with Angry Birds at the moment.
So I'm not as familiar, but it's going to be awesome. One, because aren't you going to be out there in a costume, dressed up?
I personally won't be in a costume.
You're going to be out there going, "Hey kids, come on in! Hey,
it's time for the hunt."
You're not, but someone will be.
We've got 4 costumes. We've got Redbird, Yellowbird, King Pig, and Bombird.
That's going to be awesome.
Which, by the way, if you played Angry Birds, you know that Bombird is by far the best bird of all because he just blows snot up. It's just
really,
yeah, he just blows everything up. Yeah, Redbird.
So, but isn't Redbird the one that everyone thinks of? That's like the guy on our flyer.
He's kind of like the mascot, but he's
actually not that cool.
Almost worthless.
Okay.
Yeah, not really that great.
He's old school.
Yeah. So we do have a lot of stuff coming up to make sure that the egg hunt is phenomenal.
First, on Facebook, we got tons of stuff. So spread the word, right?
Yeah. We've got pictures up there. You can make your what's that called? The headline,
the header, the banner,
your banner.
Timeline thing. Yeah, on our website.
Yeah,
on the right hand side, there's a place to download that. So put that up there. And then on the Valley River Church Facebook, you can go, you can find it, and hit share. And just start sharing that and the service.
And click that you're attending the event, the service, the egg hunt. That way, everybody in your news feed knows what's going on. And, I want to join them. That sounds cool. So, in preparation for the Angry Birds Golden Egg Easter egg hunt, Thursday night, we're going to meet at the church, and I think your wife, Louise, is heading up a little...
Yeah, she's put this together. I think 5:30, just really quick for, as people are getting off work, to come by, and we're going to walk through the neighborhood.
Yeah, for like half hour, 45 minutes,
yes.
something like that. Toss out some flyers to everybody that lives around North Salem High School, which is where we're hosting the event. And
I was going to just drive in my car, and the idea was...
just throw them out the window?
Well, I thought, here's what I thought. I thought, okay, I take 4 big brown bags, fill them up with the things, hang them on the windows, like close the window up with the brown bag hanging outside, and then drive as fast as I could through the neighborhood.
Flying out everywhere. And
but that worked in the South, but does not work in Oregon. Apparently, people are too green friendly, and telling them that it disintegrates doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
even though it does disintegrate.
Yeah, it's like 7.5 years. Or...
A piece of paper.
Yeah,
a piece of paper. Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, it's got all that toner and stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, Thursday night, 5:30, we're gonna meet. Are we gonna meet
in the parking lot?
In the parking lot of North Salem High?
No, we're gonna meet in the parking lot of the Community Life Center at 1550 Market Street, where Valley River Church normally meets.
On Saturday nights at 6:30.
Yes.
So we'll do that Thursday night. Friday night, we're gonna meet
same location
in the room that Valley River usually meets in. And we're going to be stuffing all of the plastic eggs. I believe we almost have 4,000 eggs.
Sweet.
We're working on
a couple thousand more.
A ton of candy. And so if you, I think the best price in town right now, if you're in town and you want to help us out.
Is that Walgreens? Because they seem to have the best prices. I'm just...
No. In fact, I was talking to a guy this morning who said, yeah, Candy Time in the Lancaster Mall has a pretty good discount right now. And I was like, no.
Yeah. How about
$4 per Tootsie Roll?
Overseas.
Winco actually in town. Winco's the best. My sister was there. Melissa was there earlier this week,
and
maybe it was Sunday or so. And she said that she got about 400 pieces of wrapped candy for $2.98.
Wow, for $2.98.
Yeah.
For what?
That's what she said.
Okay, 400 pieces of candy. Are these like?
Super high quality. I mean, only the best for.
Now, are these those strawberry things that you bite into? And
hey, man, I love those things.
I do too.
Those are great.
So everybody go to Winco, and if anyone from Winco's listening right now, we would love a corporate sponsorship.
Oh, okay. So I probably should read my stuff before I just started.
That just sounds so off on the hook.
Okay, so here was the text that I got from my sister.
Okay,
I went to Winco and bought Bill chocolate eggs. I don't know what that means.
Do you know how to read?
Okay. I went to Winco and bought chocolate eggs for $2.49 a pound.
Oh.
I counted 80 of them per pound and bought 5 pounds, about 400 total.
Wow.
So not 400 for $2.98. It was 80 for $2.98, but she bought $400.
Still a good
$400
deal.
of it worth. Yeah, not $400.
Yes.
$400 total.
So we could use candy. We can also use money, but individually wrapped candy would be great.
Absolutely. So that's going on. We're gonna meet. We're gonna wrap. We got cardboard boxes that we're gonna use for a live, full size, life size Angry Bird launcher.
Yeah.
The pig towers. We're gonna wrap those at Valley River on Friday night. We're gonna stuff all of the eggs. We're gonna get everything ready for the morning. We're gonna talk about all the logistics. Everybody's gonna get some. For those people who don't check their email or Facebook messages, they'll get all of their job descriptions, exactly what time they need to be, where, what they're doing, how they're doing it, all of that. And then Saturday morning is the big hunt.
Yeah.
So if you are volunteering, if you've signed up to volunteer at the egg hunt, we're going to be at North Salem High School on the football field, which is kind of weird because when I was there, it was actual grass and it got kind of muddy and stuff. And now it's AstroTurf.
That's awesome.
Rumor has it. So it'll be super
the bunnies
easy.
Will love hopping on that to put the eggs out.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Actually, it's Whitebird. It's Whitebird, and he's just gonna fly over and drop all the eggs like he does.
And what if it's raining?
If it's raining, we're gonna be in the gymnasium of North High, same parking lots.
I can't imagine it raining, but
no. Actually, I think the weather's supposed to be decent.
Really?
Last I checked, it was mid-60s and sunny.
That would be cool. So we'd love to be outside for that thing. But no matter what,
sure.
we definitely have planned to have the indoors as well. So
we'll be there.
So make sure that you do that. And if you're just coming, what's the word? What's the word?
Saturday, supposed to be 73. and sunny.
Wow. I never believed the weather report, but let's have faith that that's how it's going to be.
It's going to be great.
So, and if you're just listening and you're just coming, like you're bringing people to the egg hunt.
Yeah, the egg hunt's actually going to kick off at 11 o'clock. Well, about 11:15, because we don't want anybody who's late and registering that kind of stuff.
So come at 11 o'clock.
So come at 11 o'clock.
Earlier so you can get registered.
Yeah, get registered. And registration basically just signs you up for, we've got a bunch of raffles. We've got gift certificates to Starbucks, Pietro's Pizza, some laser tag, the Gilbert House, Applebee's.
That's cool.
Yeah, all kinds of random stuff. And so if you're a parent and you want some of that, just bring, just grab a neighbor kid on your way and be like, yeah, Billy and I, we're going to do the egg hunt. And you can get yourself some Starbucks gift cards maybe.
Yeah, and I had someone call this week, and they were asking some questions because they had been to another church-sponsored egg hunt that didn't go very good. And so, just so you guys know, we are going to try to do everything that we can. We're going to try to ensure that every kid leaves with stuff in their hands. So if we need a ration or something, we will. Yeah. And it's not just going to be chaos, right? We've got...
No,
control.
We have
a former children's pastor in our midst and a middle school pastor. So, if something bad has happened, we probably experienced it. So we try to prevent it. So,
yeah. So what we've got right now is we've got it broken out into 3 separate age groups, and so and they're all color coded. So when you register with one of our roving traveling registrars that have clipboards and stuff. Put the ages of your kids, and then what are you knocking over?
Just don't worry about it.
Okay. So when you register and you turn your registration in at the registration tables, which there'll be a couple of those, each of your kids will get a stamp on their hand that will color coordinate with their age, and we've got 3 totally different egg hunt areas that will be taped out in the color. And so black will be up to 3 years old. And so if you've got little toddlers or you've got a 3-year-old, that's where they're going to be. That's black. That's the Bombird area. And then we've got 4 to 7 years old, and that I believe is red, which is Redbird. And then they'll get a red stamp. And then the oldest kids, which will be, 9 to 12, I think. Or 8 to 12, something around there. The final ages of grade school, those guys will be at the very end, and that's blue for Bluebird or Icebird. Or
where's the 30 and up?
30 and up will be
egg hunt
over at the parish
baseball
field, and so feel free to be over there.
I'll be over there helping everyone with that. So
yeah. So that's the morning of the egg hunt. Lots of fun. The coolest thing that we have, and I should have brought one. I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, the golden eggs.
We have golden eggs.
They're very cool.
Yeah, we commissioned a local artist to hand paint some golden eggs, and so they're about 3 inches high. They're gold, and then she took some black paint and painted a bunch of cool stars and
Angry Birds type
cool stuff. Yeah, really neat. We've got 9 of those. We have 3 per age range, and so if your child's one of the lucky ones that finds an egg with the golden ticket that says "Congratulations, you found one of the golden eggs," then you're gonna go up to the prize table and grab one of those. Yeah, very neat. We've also got some random things that people have donated, like some Easter type little gift bags for kids, and some bigger things that some of the eggs will have special little tickets, and you got to go up to the prize table and grab those. And then if your name gets called during the raffle for a Starbucks card or Applebee's gift cards or whatnot, then you can head over there as well and grab those. So that's the basis of the Angry Birds egg hunt itself, and then we've got the actual life-size launcher. Which is going to be great. Some of these guys, we're going to be launching those out of a full-size wooden launcher at some big cardboard boxes with the pigs and knocking over the towers.
That will be epic.
Yeah, it should be really, really fun. So don't miss that. So if you're standing in a line and you're like, oh, I'm bored, you can have somebody save a spot and head over and knock down some of the big towers at the Angry Birds launcher game.
Yeah, that'll be a fun thing. I'm hoping to.
Fun. Looking forward to it.
Hoping to own that. So even though every time I played it on the phone, I'm just not very good. So maybe I'll be
You should have
way
Wyatt.
better.
You should have
in real
Wyatt
life.
teach you.
Yes, I came over to your house the other day and he was showing me all kinds of crazy. He shoots this bird off in one direction. I'm like, what are you doing? And then it like miraculously comes around. I'm like, oh, he knows. He knows things that nobody else knows about how to make that work.
Yeah. So that's the morning of Saturday. Again, kicks off at 11 o'clock. So be there to register and get your place in line. And then we've actually got the Easter service.
Saturday
night.
Really looking forward to that. We had a great time the other day shooting some interviews
we did.
for that service.
That was cool.
And there's some really cool stories that are going to be told during the service. We've got just some fun stuff lined up. We've got the band and music, and that's going to be really great. And then we're going to have some of these stories and incredible stuff, some of the stuff that people haven't maybe shared here that is going to really encourage you. And then we're going to just have a great night. It's going to be a lot of fun. And this is a great thing to invite someone to. Sometimes people say, hey, and I say, hey, it's never a bad time to invite someone to one of our church services because they're all going to be great. Built for. Yeah, but this is Easter. If you can ever get someone to come to a service, Easter is the time. So invite someone, tell them that it's chill. The questions I think sometimes people wonder is like, man, do I have to dress up? Do I have to own a suit? And the answer is yes. Yeah, no. You don't have to dress up. You don't have to own a suit. You don't have to be a Christian. You don't even have to know what's going on.
Just show up. There'll be great music.
Yeah.
Some good snacks, which I'm looking forward to.
And we won't do anything to make you feel weird or...
No, it's not going to be creepy. There's going to be no weird...
There's no memory verse
stand up, sit down,
stand
quizzes.
up and come up to the front and who are you? If
if you're new, please raise your hand.
If all our
so
guests will please stand right now. So none of that stuff. So
a big round of applause. Yeah. And everybody, after the service, make sure you just hound
Trevor,
them.
It sounds like you've
just
done that before or something. I don't know.
I've witnessed that before.
Yes.
It's awkward.
Yeah. So anyway, Easter's gonna be awesome. So make sure that you're there. Make sure that you invite. And we've got stuff going for everyone. Kids,
we do.
Incredible stuff.
We've got great
happening.
stuff for kids. Nursery will be running full bore with our greatest nursery ladies, and grade school is going to be 100% running. It should be a lot of fun.
It'll be awesome.
Kids will enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. And it honestly, our hope and dream, a win for us is if people walk out that night and they are completely different. They live differently. They think differently. And they actually fully understand what Easter is all about and why we make such a big deal out of Easter every year. So, and they want to come back.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, that was awesome. I've got to go back there because that was so much fun and it was helpful.
And we'll be advertising this at Easter, but following Easter, we're going to have a new series called Bad Lip Reading Jesus Edition. And if you've seen the videos on YouTube, they show bad lip reading. This will be awesome. So that's going to be a lot of fun too.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen those
Easter
videos, check them out on YouTube. They're pretty funny.
Yeah.
There's a great football one. The Twilight one's one of my favorites. Bad lip reading. Oh, goodness. So, let's just take a little second, Joshua, and talk about the people that we interviewed for this week. So, if some of our listeners may know these people, some of them might not, but they'll be able to come back to the podcast and be like, "Oh yeah, that was huge." Linnea Baker was our first interview. Great lady. I've known her for years. I was a children's pastor to her children for a couple of years, and really great story. One of the things she struggled with, one of the walls that she's had to overcome and continue to hop over and break through is depression and some of her emotional issues, depressed a lot. And so, that's one of the things that you're listening to this or you're watching it online and you're like, wow, it's one of those things that I deal with. She's got a phenomenal story.
Yeah.
Really,
and,
really
Paulie, some of you guys may have met him before. He's from New York.
Yeah, man, he's awesome. I think that was the first time that I really got to actually sit down and talk with Paulie. and anybody named Paulie is probably from somewhere close to New York, New Jersey or something like that.
Yeah, he's just got a great story that I think a lot of people will relate to. If some of us, some people grew up in the church, and some people did not grow up in the church, or grew up in the church and then kind of had a time where they weren't close to God. And I think that his story is going to be really encouraging and very helpful to some people.
Yeah, and then we closed it out. Our final interview was with my sister and brother-in-law, actually, Miss and Ty, who it was interesting to hear them tell their story again, because I lived that with them. We walked through with them with that, and the loss of their first child. Very, very difficult, really tough. Yeah. So, but they did a great job in the interview, and
they did, and they really opened up and kind of shared some things that I know, it's sometimes difficult to do stuff like that. But, I think in their hearts, they just hope that some of this can be encouraging and helpful to others who may be in a similar situation.
Yeah, the reality of what God was able to do and help them through that situation that oftentimes with the loss of a child can completely decimate a marriage. Yeah. Not only a marriage, but faith in God and everything just totally changes. But they were actually really blessed. They did a phenomenal job of walking through that together, and the Lord was able to use it in really incredible ways.
Yeah.
So that's those are the three stories that we'll be able to share on Easter, because those guys were awesome and they were willing to kind of step in front of a camera, which a lot of people freak out over. It's kind of the top fear is public speaking, then death, and then being videoed by somebody that's going to be shown to a lot of people. So they manned up and hopped in front of the camera and did their thing and
did a very good job.
That was pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Should be a great service. So anyway, anything else, Joshua, you can think of that we should let people know about what's going on before we close out our very first video podcast for Valley River Church?
Yeah, basically, just go out there this week and invest in relationships with people and invite them to the egg hunt, invite them to church on Saturday night, and make sure that you do everything you can to get them there, because it's going to be awesome and we don't want anyone to miss out.
Yeah, that's one of the mantras that we have at Valley River that we constantly are talking about and telling people: invest and invite. Invest and invite. Invest in relationship with people so that you can have the ability to invite them to church, and most importantly, invite them into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ, which is what we hope this podcast has helped you to do. Enjoy your week, and we will see you on Easter.